I'm gonna try and go over everything, you know, within like, I don't know, 30 to 45 minutes, okay? So that's my goal right there, is to go over as much information as possible, within the next, I don't know, 30 to 35 minutes. So yes, details, guys, if you want to know more about battle mode, what you can expect, you have come to the correct stream. With that said, I think we're good. I just want to get things started. Let's go ahead and just do this. I think we're set. Okay. The stream should be looking good. The quality is good. I'm hyped. I'm ready. I'm set. Alright? We out here, bro. We out here. Okay. So, Minecraft Arena, Minecraft Battle Mode, Minecraft Minigames. A lot of people are going to be calling it a lot of things for the next week or so. I would say actually 2 or 3 weeks, you know? I would say 2 or 3 weeks before we see Battle Mode. There's not an official release date, okay? So that's the first piece of information I want to get out of the way, okay? The first piece of information I want to get out of the way is that there is no official release date as of right now, okay? You know, Twitter, 4J Studios, Mojang, they've all tweeted out that, you know, it's coming out in June, so that's something really important to take note, is that Battle Mode will be coming out next month. And they've been working on it for a while. We've all known about Battle Mode. It's all been like hypotheticals. At this point, it's all been like speculation, right? Battle Mode, for the most part, has been sort of shrouded in mystery. And today is the day that it's been confirmed. It's an official update coming next month. As of right now, it's been tweeted out by both PlayStation as well as Microsoft. So with that piece of information right there, we could sort of figure out, okay, Sony tweeted it out, Microsoft tweeted it out. This definitely means that Battle Mode, as of right now, is undergoing certification, okay? So that's very important to take note, that Battle Mode is currently undergoing certification, which is huge, okay? It's very, very huge. I'll be doing questions and answers as well, so if you guys have questions about the Battle Mode Arena minigames, they're calling it quite a few things, and I'll get into that in a few minutes as to why that is, you know, why it is called a couple different things. We'll be going over all of that, which I'm just really excited about. So, guys, if you're just now joining, welcome aboard. This is a stream where I'm going to discuss everything we know so far about Battle Mode for the console edition of Minecraft. So, a ton of information to go over, a lot of stuff to go over, and I'm very, very excited about that, and I can't wait to discuss it with you guys. So, welcome. Yes, Battle Mode is coming out for the PS Vita. It has been confirmed that Battle Mode is coming out for the PS Vita. So, 4J Studios has actually tweeted out a ton of information the past, I don't know, day or so. You know, they did like a countdown to like 3, 2, 1 on their Twitter. And then they tweeted out Gear Up for Battle minigame coming to Minecraft on consoles in June. Okay, so this is very important. They said June. They didn't give us a specific date as to when in June. All they said was June, okay? So June is coming up. You know, we got, you know, a little bit over a week. Less than a week. So, yes, June is coming up. Now, I could speculate as to when in June. Like I mentioned earlier, both Sony and Microsoft have tweeted out about Battle Mode, so we can already take away that it is in their hands. Like, the update itself is undergoing certification, which is very, very important, very important piece of information to take note when you're trying to figure out when this update will be coming out. So with that said, you know, if they have it and it's undergoing certification, it could take anywhere from a week to 2 business weeks. So usually Microsoft is a little bit faster, but, you know, I would say early to mid-June in terms of a release date for Battle Mode. Thank you for liking the stream. I appreciate it, guys. Yeah, let's try and thumbs up the stream. Let's try and get to at least 10 likes. But we still got a lot of information to go over. Obviously, the fine details, the really you know, important details that we could sort of take away. Because I did look at the gameplay. I wasn't one of the cool people that was invited to play Minecraft battle mode. However, I did look at all the gameplay that is currently uploaded, and it is quite interesting. It's very, very interesting. I think the coolest thing that I was really most impressed with is the customization you could do when you're trying to create your own like battle mode lobby. So there's an option to either join someone else's or join a current battle mode, or you can host your own battle mode, which is really cool. I think they're technically calling it Arena as of right now. So I thought that was very interesting that you can either host or you can choose to join. Sort of like Call of Duty, you know, you can have people join in, or you can join, you know, just a lobby in and of itself with strangers. So that's pretty interesting. So this is going to be the first time on console where you can actually just join a random group of people that you've never played before and just start PvPing, which is really cool, very exciting. That's going to be fascinating. And, you know, I think it's going to be pretty interesting to see how this all develops when they add more mini games, which gets me into my, you know, my next segment. So obviously it's been called a few different things. It's been called battle mode. It's been called like arena. It's also been called mini games. So the first thing that we should probably take note is that battle mode is technically like the first part of this whole mini games that they're trying to roll out, okay? So this is going to be something that they're going to be doing for a long time, right? So battle mode is the first segment of the mini games that they're adding. When I say mini games, you know, they are alluding to future mini games. So we could have like a lobby for Spleef. We could have like a, you know, a lobby for TNT Run. So as of right now, we're getting battle mode, which is essentially a Hunger Games. It's like a PvP arena. So that's something also very, very important and significant, is that this is going to be something that is going to be, that they're going to be rolling out for a long time, right? So battle mode is the first of many games for the future. So that's really, really cool and very exciting that they're going to be doing this. And I'm really excited just to see how it sort of develops. Like as of right now, from what we know, it's gonna be 4 to 8 people, 4 to 8 players for the battle mode. So, you know, that's the one thing I'm sort of, I don't know if I want to say disappointed on, but I at first when I heard, okay, 4 to 8 players for battle mode, that's really interesting and it's pretty cool. But at the same time, you know, we've sort of been waiting for an increase in multiplayer. Like Microsoft and Mojang and 4J Studios, they've been talking about increasing multiplayer for such a long time, and I feel like battle mode would be the perfect opportunity to introduce 16 players, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little, I don't know, you know, this is still like the early stages of battle mode, so they might end up rolling out 16 players in the future, but as of right now, guys, it's 4 to 8 players for battle mode. Yes, mini games, like I said, the first of many. There's going to be a lot of mini games that they're rolling out in the future. You know, this is going to be going on for a long time, for, you know, for the remainder, who knows how long. But as of right now, yes, they're introducing a battle mode, game mode. You know, that's redundant. They're introducing battle mode, which is a Hunger Games or a PvP arena. So here's something else that's really interesting that I caught from the gameplay, which is online right now. So for instance, when you're actually trying to create your own lobby, when you're trying to create your own world, or battle mode arena, you actually have some really cool customization options. The first one is you can actually choose the amount of grace time, the grace period itself. You can choose, you can adjust it. So you can adjust it from like 15 seconds, 30 seconds, you know, 1 minute, 2 minutes. You can just adjust that time to however long you want the grace period to be. So that's really cool that you can actually customize the grace period time when you're actually hosting a lobby. So that's another important piece of information to take note. Another thing is you can also customize the respawn time. So say, for instance, that, you know, you kill someone or you die, you can choose to customize how long it takes for that person to respawn back into the world. So that's really awesome as well. Any questions so far? Stealth, PS Vita needs a player update because we only are allowed 4 players. Yeah, you know, and I was sort of talking about that briefly, like the whole aspect of increasing multiplayer, right? Way back, guys, before the PS4 and Xbox One came out, they presented Minecraft at E3, and they're like, okay, these are the cool things that you guys are going to get with this next generation. You're going to get an increase in multiplayer. You're going to get a greater draw distance. You're going to get, you know, higher resolution and higher FPS, and or not higher FPS, just the overall increase in resolution and graphics and stuff like that, while an increase in multiplayer. And that was something that they were really trying to focus on, was increasing multiplayer. And they still haven't done that yet. So is that possible that will happen in the future? Of course. But as of right now, battle mode is 4 players, 4 to 8 players, okay? 4 to 8 is battle mode. Everyone like and surprise them. Oh, I know we can get to 20 likes, man. I know we could kill 20 likes. So, guys, if you're just now joining, battle mode has been confirmed. It is officially coming out. I really wanted to wait before I actually made a video and a stream about this until we had more facts and more details, and we have a ton of details today. So I'm going to be going over a lot of details for you guys. Yeah, it does run 60 FPS. Technically, I wouldn't say it's a server as of right now. But here's the thing, man. Here's the cool thing, guys. And this is probably your best time right now to get as many texture packs as possible. So, as of right now, there's going to be 4 free battle mode maps, right? 4 of them are free, and they're introducing another 4, and those 4 are going to be texture pack oriented battle mode arenas. So if that makes sense, right? So 8 maps total that we're getting with this update next month, June. So we're getting 8 maps total, right? 4 of them are free, and then the other 4 of them are the regular texture pack, the vanilla, and then the other 4 are going to be centered around texture packs. So it's going to be very important. So basically meaning, unless you own that texture pack, or they haven't given too many details. Either you have to own that texture pack or you have to buy them separately. But either way, there's 8 maps total. There's Cavern, there's Cove, there's Crucible, there's Temple, there's Lair, Atlantis, Medusa, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm not sure what the last one is called, but so far there's 8 confirmed maps, or 8 confirmed battle mode arenas, and it looks like there's the Fantasy texture pack. One of them, Lair, uses the Fantasy texture pack, and then Atlantis and Medusa are clearly the Greek Mythology Edition mashup pack. So, Fantasy, Greek Mythology Edition, and of course the classic vanilla texture packs. Did I say mashup packs? Yeah, mashup packs. Mashup pack, 2 texture packs are the 3 confirmed so far for all of this. So, really fascinating stuff. Like I said, guys, if you're now joining, it's been confirmed that battle mode is coming out next month. There's not a legit time frame, and typically, here's how 4J Studios works, man. They did this on purpose. They said coming out June sometime, right? They can't give us a definitive date because as of right now, this update is in Sony and Microsoft's hands, right? So it's undergoing certification. So as of right now, this update is completely, it's all dependent on how long it takes Sony and how long it takes Microsoft to go through all the bugs and all the glitches and stuff like that and go through the certification process. So it could take anywhere from 1 business week to 2 business weeks. More than likely, it's going to be, it's going to be probably mid-June, just because there's a few holidays next week. There's next week and the next few weeks, there's probably going to be, there's days, obviously, that Sony and Microsoft employees don't work. So that might delay it a little bit, but I would expect that the release date would be somewhere between mid-June and early June for the battle mode arena. So something else that I haven't really talked about is the consoles or the versions of the update that it will be available for. So everything has been confirmed so far except the Wii U edition, if I am correct. Yes, I am correct. So as of right now, battle mode is coming out for the PS Vita, the PS4, the PS3, the Xbox One, and the Xbox 360 editions of Minecraft, okay? So, basically everything but the Wii U as of right now. Yeah. If you guys have any questions so far, feel free to ask. And if you could help me out with the like rating, I'd appreciate that as well. I'm trying to go over as many details as possible for the battle mode update that has been confirmed today via 4J Studios, Microsoft, Sony. Everybody's talking about it right now. So I'm trying to go over as many details as possible for the battle mode arena. So let's see, that's another screenshot. There's one. So as of right now, it has a few names. It has battle mode, and then there's Minecraft Arena. So I'm not sure which one they're going to end up going with as of right now. Like, they've called it both. They've called it both Minecraft Arena as well as battle mode. So I don't know. It really is interesting that there's, I don't know, maybe it's lost in translation somewhere. But either way, it's a PvP arena similar to Hunger Games in that respect, where you have set maps, and you go on these maps. You either choose to host it, or you choose to join it, sort of like Call of Duty and other, obviously multiplayers in that respect, where you join it. There's arena. It's either 4 players or 8 players, and of course you battle to the death. The cool thing is you can customize the settings if you choose to host it yourself. You can choose up to grace period time. You can choose respawn time. Another cool one that is interesting as well is you can choose the skins. So obviously there's some character skins that aren't really good for PvP. I'm sure most of you guys know a lot of the skins that are not good for player versus player. They're just really cheap, or they're just not practical, right? A lot of them are actually from the Star Wars skins. Unfortunately, I love Star Wars, but sadly enough, a lot of the really cheap PvP skins are from Star Wars. So you do have the option of turning off those skins. So that's really good, and that's something that that I'm really glad that 4J Studios was thinking about when they were doing this update. Because as of right now, like, in order for us to do that, we really have to tell people, hey, you can't use these skins. But now you can just hit a setting, and once you hit that setting, like, there's only certain skins available, which makes it, really just great. It's fair. It's, there's no reason to complain if you lose. You can't blame it on the skin. You can't, it's just 100% fair, and I'm really glad that they were thinking about that when making this update called Battle Mode. So, any questions so far that I can answer briefly? Will there be exclusive features for next-gen or pre-gen? As of right now, we don't know the exclusive features. I really think that there probably won't be, maybe until they release these 8 new maps. And the reason I say as of right now there's probably not going to be any is because it is being released at the same time for all the versions of Minecraft. So the previous gen and the current gen are receiving the same update. However, it definitely brings in more questions, like, we're going to have more like DLC DLC we can purchase. Like, are there going to be maps that we can purchase individually once they release it? Are there going to be who knows, just some items or something like that, to that degree, where we can actually buy it off of Xbox Market or PlayStation Store that will influence battle mode? Or maybe we can buy new mini games, because they did say mini games, right? So as of right now, all we know is about battle mode, but who knows? You might be able to buy, like, I don't know, like a Sky Wars, or a like a Spleef, or a TNT run, or Cops and Robbers. It's endless, which is really smart of them, because as much as people were begging for servers, this sort of like satisfies a lot of people. It satisfies like the hardcore PvPers, and it satisfies, the casual players as well. So as of right now, obviously this isn't servers per se, but this definitely this definitely is just something that I think everybody will enjoy, just for the simple fact that now we got like a legit way to PvP, without, you know, all of the annoyances that comes with it. You know, all of the annoyances that it takes to get a lobby together, all the technicalities that it takes to get a lobby together to get everybody organized and just, you know, start to battle and fight. So battle mode is going to be, in my honest opinion, it's going to be revolutionary. I can't speak properly right now. I apologize. But it's going to be very, very good. It's going to be huge. So with that said, I think it's actually time we actually read what this battle mode is all about. I've talked about some of the cool highlights. I really wanted to start with a lot of the juicy information. So now we're actually going to read directly from Mojang and see what they have to say about this battle mode specifically and what we can expect from it. So if you go on Mojang's website, which I will have a link in the description, in battle mode, can you play in your own map you build? That's a negative. You cannot play in your own map. As of right now, there's a total of 8 maps that you can select from. Yeah. Is there going to be realms? You know, Cade, that is, the possibility is high for that. We don't know exactly what other minigames they're going to introduce. All we know is that, yes, there are going to be more minigames in the future. So that's a very great question. And as of right now, I would say, yes, eventually it will come, because they've been very open about just talking about how they want to add more minigames in the future. So with that said, let's read what this is about, okay? Battle minigame free on console edition soon. So this is clearly on Mojang's website, so if you guys want to check Mojang out, this is on their website. It says, ready your enchanted rods. Strap on your diamond helms. We've been working with our chums at 4J Studios to make something pretty special and free for console edition players to enjoy. We're calling it Battle. It's a last Minecrafter standing deathmatch and the first of a number of minigames we'll be releasing. So that's very, very important. That last sentence I just read, it says we're calling it Battle. It's a last Minecrafter standing deathmatch and the first of a number of minigames we'll be releasing, okay? So that answers a lot of your questions that you guys were probably curious about. So basically meaning more minigames are coming in the future. So yes, you know, who knows what the minigames are, but we all know the popular minigames. So with that said, you know, we could sort of just narrow it down to the minigames that more than likely will be coming, okay? It says, where was I at? Deathmatch, releasing minigames, will be releasing. Designed to help players compete under cool and crazy rule sets with minimum fuss. Of course, our amazingly creative console community already improvises new and often very weird ways to play with friends. And along may this continue. Our minigames will give you a helping hand, dropping you straight into the fun without the needs to mess around with manual countdowns. It sounds like I said, I already talked about some of this, and that's going to be very, very important. There's countdowns. You have control over the skins, right? You have control over, you know, not only the skins, the grace period is another one. The grace period's a very, very big one. So you have control over a lot of these aspects that otherwise would just be a huge, huge complication. So that is huge, and I'm very, very excited about that. And it goes on further to say that battle pits players against one another in a fight for survival as they race to snatch weapons and resources. Okay, my phone. And resources for chests, dance over each arena's unique perils, and stave off hunger pangs. We've made the minigame specifically with console players and couch-based competition in mind. It supports up to 4 players in split screen and 8 players online. Either by invitation or using the in-game matchmaking system, we wanted it to be super accessible and fast-paced. So we've tried to keep the focus on rapid tactical thinking and combat. There's no need to craft anything here, and you can loot inventories and equip armor with the tap of a button. So that's actually something I didn't catch last time. He says, we wanted it to be super accessible and fast-paced. So we tried to keep the focus on rapid tactical thinking and combat. There's no need to craft anything here. So there's no crafting. That's basically what it comes down to. There's no crafting. That's really. Question is, battle kind of like Hunger Games? Do you know? Yes, it is. It is basically Hunger Games in a enclosed arena. It's an arena Hunger Games. I don't know why they're not calling it Hunger Games. Maybe for, I don't know, copyright type of deal. I don't know what's going on with that. They might not own the word Hunger Games, for all I know. But it is a PvP arena, okay? It's a Hunger Games, basically. I personally would have called it Hunger Games. I don't know what the deal was with battle mode. Maybe they're just trying to make something unique for console, something that was just for console. So that's why they called it battle mode. I could see that, honestly. I could see that. I think it's pretty cool at the same time. Like, why call... I mean, we all know what Hunger Games is, but why not just... This is something new. This is something that's never happened before. So I'm glad that they sort of reinvented Hunger Games for something that's never happened before. And they're calling it battle mode. Battle mode sounds okay to me personally. But yes, they're reinventing it, and they're calling it battle mode for the console edition of Minecraft. Yeah, it's coming to PS Vita. Yes, Jack, it is coming to PS Vita. So, with that said, like I said, there's 8 maps coming, and it's going to be really interesting to see how these maps work. Overall, I wasn't one of the VIP people that was able to actually play the maps themselves, but there's 8 maps, and like I said, this is going to be your opportunity to buy the texture packs, because without those texture packs, more than likely you're not going to be able to play all 8. You'll only be able to play the 4 maps, but there's 8 that they're introducing in June. They're rolling all of them out, and that really is, honestly, I'm very excited just for the fact that not only we're getting 8 maps, but they're adding different texture packs for these maps. So the fantasy is one I mentioned, and as well as the Greek mythology edition mashup pack. So guys, if you're like a hardcore PvPer, now's the time to get familiar with those texture packs and mashup packs. If you don't use the fantasy or the Greek mythology, now's the time to get familiar with those, okay? Because those, they're going to have dedicated arenas, okay? So for those of you who are super hardcore, they're going to have, thanks, Merc, I appreciate that. They're going to have dedicated arenas for those texture packs and mashup packs, so... Yeah, thanks, Merc. Why in battle mode, when you open a chest, gear, food, weapons, automatically your character picks it up? So yeah, like I said, guys, crafting is... This can be really interesting, because crafting, honestly, is what gives an advanced player sort of an edge against someone that isn't so good. So I think this was actually really smart of 4J Studios, or whoever designed this, Mojang. I'm sure there was a collaboration, whatever. But I feel like that was very smart of them to do this, to add that aspect, because they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to get rid of crafting. But the fact that they did, you know, it neutralizes a lot of things. It makes it a lot more unpredictable for sure. Because let's be honest, if you're a fast crafter, then you already, I mean, more than likely you're going to win. So that's pretty interesting. I don't like that feature. It lets people with less skills get gear easy. Yeah, but you have to realize, man, the majority of people that play Minecraft are casual, okay? A lot of people don't play Minecraft as much as myself and a lot of people that are watching this stream. I think it's interesting that they decided to do that. I personally think they should have another lobby dedicated to crafting and more skilled-based players. I think that's what they should do, honestly. I mean, Call of Duty does it. I mean, they have hardcore. I think this is something that might end up making people upset. So I think it would probably be in their best interest to probably add a lobby specifically for either advanced players or some type of matchmaking where it's relevant to your KD. Or or add crafting, just a crafting lobby. Because as of right now, crafting is not going to be part of battle mode. And that's going to make it rather unpredictable, and it's going to make it, you know, someone that is just very casual could come and just destroy everybody if they chose to. So I think that's going to be... It's going to be a hit or miss. I think it's going to be one of those things that people are going to have to get used to for sure. So it'll be interesting to see how that works. No, there's honestly no excuse. We've been playing without servers for years, and now they have kids come in here and basically... Yeah, you know, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. You guys ever heard the term beggars can't be choosers? Honestly, for a long time, I was sort of skeptical. I didn't want to make a video on battle mode until I knew it was actually coming. So the simple fact that we're actually getting this is huge, because... Quite honestly, they didn't have to do this. They didn't have to listen to the community and add something like this. Now, granted, it's not probably everything we had hoped for, but it's a start. And I feel like the fact that we're actually getting this type of thing means that they sort of do care about us, okay? They do care, and they're probably going to listen to our criticism, meaning crafting, right? We want a sort of a skill-based PvP. We don't just want to have random people, you know, or not random people, just people that are more casual, just are not really into Minecraft or not serious about Minecraft, just be able to murk someone that is, pun intended, someone that is clearly a veteran, just for the simple fact that there is no crafting. If there's no crafting, you know, it's going to be, like I said, unpredictable, and it's going to be an interesting dynamic, because this is something that is rarely seen in terms of an actual Hunger Games, you know. Usually there's some type of crafting mechanic in most Hunger Games, so I think it's going to be interesting. I'm not going to go and bash it yet, because I haven't played it, so I'm not going to go and say, okay, this is garbage. But like I said, this is what's on the website. So this is what they've decided to go with, guys. This is exactly what they've decided to do with their battle mode minigames, okay? Free on console edition soon. Soon! And with that said, it's all up to Microsoft and Sony at this point. Obviously, it's going to be June. It could be anywhere from early June to mid-June. It really just depends on a few things, because obviously there's some holidays coming up, which will affect the time in which we get this update. There's also, you know, it's in certification, so at this point, you know, it's out of 4J Studios' hands. All they can do is wait for Sony and Microsoft to release it, so you guys can speculate. Your guess is as good as mine, quite frankly, as to when this will be released. But I'm saying early to mid-June. You guys, you know, you might know better than I do, but as of right now, early to mid-June. But this wasn't going to be a long stream, guys. I think I went over most of the details. So probably for the next 5 minutes, I'll answer some questions, and then I'm just going to end the stream. Because, yeah, I think I covered a lot of the details. I mean, IBX Toycat did a wonderful job of articulating a lot of the cool stuff that's coming. He was one of the few people to play it as well, so check out his videos. But I'm pretty sure I just covered basically everything that's been mentioned so far. So hopefully you guys did enjoy it. So if you have any questions, man. Alright, see you later, Merc. So you know how sometimes you get good armor out of a chest, right? What if you want to run and not show your armor if you can't stop that from happening? I understand what you're saying. So sometimes you don't want people to see your armor. If you want to run and not show your armor. From what... there are screenshots, and it does show that there's this really cool segment on the screenshot. It shows like your armor in the upper left corner, sort of like how I am right now when I'm like running. But it shows it in the top left corner, and I think as of right now, like you know, there's some different things that they're adding just for this battle mode arena that is different from just regular Minecraft. You can throw potions farther. The mechanics, the physical mechanics are a little bit smoother, it seems like. And another thing to keep in mind is that this is actually, you know, they mean arena. So when I say arena, it's an enclosed area. It's going to be very fast-paced, guys. It's going to be very, very fast-paced. So a lot of the videos, a lot of the gameplay footage I was watching, people were dying very, very fast, okay? People were dying with, like, sticks and axes and, like, you know, leather armor and stuff like that. You know, it's a very, very fast-paced game mode. I'm sure there's going to be maps that are a little bit larger, but it is an arena. It's an enclosed environment. So I think it's going to be one of those things that, you know, the faster person's going to win. You know, it's going to be the person that is the quickest, honestly. The person that can connect the most hits is going to be the person that wins. So it's going to be an interesting type of PvP arena or Hunger Games. Because I think it's going to be a little bit more enclosed, a little bit of a tighter space than we're used to, you know? Alrighty. Will there be different maps? Yes. Skull Smasher, there's going to be a total of 8 maps right now. They're going to introduce more maps in the future, but 8 maps total so far next month for the update. 4 of them are going to be free. The other 4 are, you're going to have to either own the texture pack that is corresponding to those maps, or you're gonna have to buy the actual maps. I'm not sure how they're gonna decide to do this, but either way, 4 free maps, 4 of the other maps you have to buy. We'll just say you have to purchase. So I did say a lot of this information earlier. I know some of you guys are just now getting here. So I don't want to sort of just repeat what I said earlier. Which is why I'm glad I streamed this. But I'll just say that there's 8 maps, 7 of which are called Cavern, Cove, we got Crucible, we got Temple, Lair, Atlantis, and Medusa. And the final one, I'm not really sure what it's called, but just so you guys know, though, 4 of the maps are on the classic vanilla texture pack, so obviously the texture pack I'm playing on right now. And then the other 4 are going to be a mixture of the Greek Mythology Edition mashup pack, as well as the Fantasy texture pack. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you do not own those texture packs and mashup packs as of right now, you probably want to buy them and get used to them. Get used to the items, the differences, and the textures, and I think it's going to be great practice for those of you who just want to be, you know, really good. Not only good, probably want to get a good ranking, because there's going to be a... there's going to be sort of a... There's not a matchmaking as of right now. They didn't really announce a matchmaking based on skills. But I can imagine this is something that they're going to add eventually. So probably just having an overall KD, a good KD, is going to be detrimental to the type of players you end up going up against. So, yeah. Are there mod applications as of right now? That is a negative. There are no mod applications that have been announced. Is that something that can come in the future? I think it's possible for sure. I think it is certainly possible. But, are you good at building? I'm decent. Yes, this can be on the PS3, PS4, PS Vita, the Xbox One, the Xbox 360, as well as... Not the Wii U. That's right, not the Wii U right now. Those 5. PS3, PS4, PS Vita, Xbox One, Xbox 360. Yeah, those 5. Wii U hasn't been announced, okay? But guys, I went over pretty much all the details, so if you really, really want to know more of the details, just rewind the stream. But as of right now, I covered basically all the basics, all of this stuff that we know as of right now. So a lot of stuff I went over, and you guys could check that out. I'm probably going to stream again in like an hour or 2. So really, guys, just thank you for watching. I hope you did enjoy. I wanted to talk about a lot of stuff, which is why I decided to stream in this format. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. Help me out with the like rating, please, please, please. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Bye, guys. Take care.